I honestly, at this point, can't imagine anybody else taking care of my animals in the ways that they need to be taken care of. Scotland is not anything I've been excited about, and there's no real reasons for me to be excited about, and yet I've tried to become excited. I've got my Scotland trunk, I've got my clothes locked up there in a suitcase so my cats don't pee on it. I've been living a life alone now for so many months, years, in a home that is not my own, and it is my husband's childhood home, and I've been hated from the day I arrived, and yet I've been with my husband for 33 years. So the hatred upon me by his mother is literally hideous, cruel, and awful, and I'm at this point really tired of following what other family members say. Don't air dirty laundry and don't talk about how awful people are to you. But why? Why not? I'm not sharing everything of how awful these persons are, and yet it is not my fault to share the reality of my life, and it is awful to be treated so terribly. I spent 30 years creating my life with my husband, and the moment his father died and my husband lost it, and I followed him. Jackie! Jackie! This is what happens. And I don't know what my husband was thinking. I do. He wasn't thinking. He was grief-stricken. He lost his best friend, his father, and he wanted to take care of his mother. And it was probably a little bit more than that, and I'll never be privy to that information. And yet what I do know is that it's been 3 years now living here in my husband's childhood home that we turned the basement of his parents' home into a barn dominium. And I've not been able to enjoy anything freely, fully, comfortably, without fear of making a sound, having life make a sound. And this has been my life. And my husband didn't exactly think about that. He wasn't thinking of me at all, and now he's wanting to leave me because he's chosen his mother and his sister. And I'm like, well, I can't fight, so I'm here alone. I survived this winter Shiga toxin E. coli that I'm pretty certain his sister actually poisoned me with, and there have been threats for my life, and I just can't believe it. And I'm not here anymore to protect these persons. I've lost my marriage, and I'm not going to lose this life here. 33 years of my life shared with this man. He's not going to get rid of me so easily because his mother doesn't like me. His mother's a lunatic. There's no need for any of this. And yet what it's come down to now is that, well, the hate of my mother-in-law for me has generated down to her 2 children, and I'm certain it's generated down into their families. This woman has created so many problems. I've lost my own daughters, and I'm now certain that's as well because of this woman. And I'm not here to share it with the world in ugly ways, and yet I am here to protect myself and have such videos documented because I'm not doing anything awful here. And aside from the couple poops you see that they just did right here, this place is always spick and span clean. I have a whole cabinet of pints all down there. I'm cleaning all the time in here, all day long. And that is a part of my life, beyond a part of my role or a part of my job. I don't get paid to love animals, and it is hard work. And all I've ever wanted is to enjoy living the life I had created for 30 years of my life prior to moving here, and literally being threatened every day. And the police called on me. It's really sad that somebody could hate somebody so terribly and for no reason other than their own misery with ain't being dead yet. And that's what it comes down to. The hatred of her own life, that she's not dead yet, and that's somehow my fault? Oh, dear Lord, I pray. I pray to be able to enjoy this life that this woman has caused me to lose everything I ever created in 30 years with my own family that used to be the family of four, the Yorks, Chris and Natalie and Christina and Kathleen. And when my father-in-law died, my husband took my daughters from me, and yet he kept me and then brought me here. Heaven on earth. What should be a beautiful place and life, and is a beautiful space and life, cannot be fully embraced in any beautiful ways when you live in fear every day from one really ugly person inflicting such literal threats every day for 3 years. And then smiles. Give me one of them biddies. I'd love to hold one of them baby chicks. No, you don't. No, you don't like life. You don't like anything in life. And yet, I do. So, I could say a lot of things cruel and ugly and awful. I've remained silent for 3 years, and I've been hiding behind a barn for 3 years of my life. Anytime I come into this small space and place, I've been grateful that it's a small space and place, unlike our large home in Florida that we left, that was a sanctuary and a beautiful home. And we had a beautiful life and a beautiful family that was taken all for the sake of a miserable woman